Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The information like the decks and the dice I'm using, that's all below. Other than that, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below as well. That is below as well. Same information, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and let's go ahead and get into your selection. Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Virgo? 8 of Wands, which just means there's a rush coming in, because I felt that energy. I felt that whoosh, and I'm like, what's going on with that? There's a lot. This is one of those readings, it's either happening or it's not, and it's not bad in case it sounds nefarious or something. Something's just coming in fast. Something that was stuck has, I think, become unstuck, and then is going to, there's a lot going on. Let's get through it. Where there was nothing, there was now something, and it just came right in. Where there was nothing, there was now something. It's, okay. The energy keeps starting and then stopping, I'm noticing, too. It's kind of like, whoosh, and then it's like nothing. And it's like, whoosh, again. Which, ironically, once you get used to the rhythm, I think you're fine. It's understanding and seeing the pattern, though. And then you'll be fine. Once you kind of like, oh, okay, that's how this is going. I kind of get like, you know how the waves come up to a shore? And it's some times of the day, they're stronger than others. And when the moon is full, I believe they're stronger than others. It's understanding that pattern. It's kind of like, you know, it comes in and out, but it's like depending on the time of day, depending on the season, depending on where the moon is, you know, stuff like that, how it's going. But it's understanding that there's a pattern based in that. So it's kind of like, oh, this is what it did today at 3 o'clock. It may not be the same tomorrow at 3 o'clock, depending on the weather and stuff like that. But I feel like once I understand what's affecting it, I can get ahead of it and be like, oh, okay, this is what's coming next. So it's not rhythmic, like there's a definite like song pattern going on here, but more like, I see when that happens, this is going to come over here. Oh, I see that over there. It's going to come over here, that type of thing. I understand that where there was nothing, there is now something. So whatever's coming in, was there any connection to you in the past, or? I think you like this energy. Okay. I think it's a person for most of you. Could be situational, like a job, it could be. Take it with a grain of salt. It's a person for most of you, though. And you do like them. You also try to be careful with that situation. They're a little bit bold on occasion. They're a little bit bold on occasion, which may be fine for you. It depends how you feel about it. But I feel overall you like this energy. So even though this energy is a bit bold, it seems to be compatible or very, very pleasant towards you. But I get that it seems like there's been a block for quite a while, which makes me question why. I don't know. It's a general read. I feel like that's a lot to ask, but it's that energy that it's like I care about it. I like that person. There's not a lot happening, and maybe there hasn't been for a while, but that's what's coming in really fast. That's what's coming in really strong. And the Justice card is coming in with it. For some reason I keep thinking family politics. The Justice card can talk about Libra, doesn't have to. It can also talk about wanting to get along with people and bring the truth forward, but trying to keep things pleasant, trying to keep people getting along. This energy's coming in. It's already, it could be, for example, if this is family politics, could be somebody you're literally related to that you have a good connection with, but you don't see very often. But that might be changing soon. Because I don't see, like, I'm not adverse to it. I'm not against it. I'm not against it is what I'm also getting. But this is very much a truth teller. Very much a truth teller. Whether you agree with their truth or not, you know that to them, what they're telling you, they see it as the truth. I feel like that's the best way to say it. Whatever they say, they connect with it as that's the truth. You may not agree with it, but you understand that that's how they literally view it. So if they're telling you something, it may not be completely on point with what's actually happening, but you know that they believe that is what's happening. I don't know. I feel like we're getting kind of pointed with this. I feel like I got to be careful with it. But it's like, say you have somebody in your life and you're okay with them and they're like, no, everything they touch turns to crap. I don't know why we're going there, but whatever. You know that they believe that. You may not believe that. To you, that's not the truth. But you know that to them, that is the truth. I think that's what we're trying to get to. Okay, we're going to let that be. And there's a lot of like, you know, I don't get into arguments with this person because I know I'm not going to change their mind. I feel differently, but that's okay. I know what they say. They're being on point, and they're just saying how they literally feel. Okay, so there might be some like that grace and gratitude. You may be very nice to this person. You probably have been, because I also feel like you know this person has your back. But it's kind of like they are a little bit brutal, and it's kind of like, yeah, but I'm not going to get them involved in something because they'll say their 2 cents and they won't hold back. It might be one of those energies. And again, they'll have their truth. Whether you agree with it or not, that's a whole nother story, but that's all there. That energy's coming in really quick. How is it presenting itself? Because it's like, it's bold, but it's not bringing like a crazy amount of energy. There's something with stress coming in with this, with the Ten of Wands, but the Ten of Wands is a success card. There's stress that brings it in. There's stress that you have to go through to get that success, but there is still success there. And they're talking to you on your, I don't want to say on your level because that sounds condescending, because it's not what I mean. Like, it's not like, they're talking to you in a way that is respectful to the way you move through life. I feel like that's a better way to put it. Because it's not like, you know, it's not like this. It's more like, this is how you handle things. This is how you like things presented to you. They can come forward the same way. And they'll match in respectfully with what works for you. So not like a hierarchy thing, not like that. Okay. That energy, they're bringing something forward. Again, this is a truth teller. I feel like they're trying to be nice about it, but they won't play games. They'll be like, no, this is what I think's going on. And this is this, and that is that. They're not aggressive towards you, but there are certain people they will be aggressive towards. For whatever that is. This energy actually respects you and believes you're a good egg. I don't know why we're using that term, but like, they like you. They also feel like you have your own way of doing things. They also feel like, you know, push comes to shove, you will be honest about how you feel about things. So they have respect for you in that direction. Okay. I don't see this energy trying to make issue, but they also won't put up with certain things. I don't know what that means. They're not trying to create aggression, but they also won't tolerate just flat out foolery, in their opinion, or just bad behavior. So they're not trying to just, they won't say stuff just to say stuff. They'll say stuff because they feel like they need to say stuff. I feel like that makes sense. And whatever's coming forward, they're telling you things. And I feel like they're not pushing it too far, but this seems to me like they're giving you the guidelines of like this is the subject and this is about where I stand. If you want to know more, let me know. But I don't see them pushing you into a conversation that they don't think you want. You have the ability to do that if you want to. You do. You could keep this energy going and they'll tell you more if you want it. I don't really know if that's the best idea, because having information that you're not going to do anything with that could potentially make you unhappy, what's the point? Unless it's information you can do something with that could change the situation or improve a situation, I get like, maybe it's just not the best timing to get everything out on the table. So it's not like you have to do that. Another version of this is to remember what you like about this person and kind of like make a choice. Like, you know, they told me some certain things. Okay, I can do with that. Let's redirect this to what I enjoy with this person, and let's just, for example, if they're visiting you and you're hanging out for an hour or a couple hours or whatever, they'll tell you what they need to tell you. I feel like that's fair. And then you could go for more, or you could kind of like, instead of going a little deeper with information that I probably won't like and I more than likely can't do anything with, I could go and just, let me just center on what I like about this person and doing things I like with this person. And just, I got what I needed. We don't need to drill it down to the complete base. Let's move it into a different direction. Again, if you're not going to do anything with it, or if you don't feel like you can do anything with it, it's kind of like, let yourself go in a different direction. Let yourself enjoy the connection with this person. This energy with this person does seem to be getting more and more prevalent going forward. There's more engagement with this energy going forward. It seems to be getting slowly but surely more and more active in your life than it has in maybe the last few months or maybe the last few years. Nothing has to happen fast. Not that it would. They are a truth teller. There's changes coming in your life. Other changes beyond this person. I feel like this person, maybe because they will tell you the truth, there's something about them that I feel like they see a situation from a different angle, and it's hard to not take it seriously. Even though you may not agree, they may point out things that it's kind of like, I don't know if that's quite how that's going, but it also gives you the inkling like, well, maybe I should check on it myself and see, you know, maybe I don't think what they're saying is quite on point, but maybe the way I feel about it, maybe I'm not looking at it as closely as I should. Maybe I should look a little closer and see if there is something there that I should be seeing. I feel like this energy is very, again, a truth teller. They also seem to be very perceptive. So they see things. I don't know, I keep feeling like the way they see things, like they do see between the lines. They do read situations quite well, whatever that means. There's something about this, like maybe they have truth that I'm not ready to hear right now, which is your business. Especially if it's truth you're not in a place to do something about, you don't need to get into that right now. But as this energy comes in more and more and more and more, you might have your energy like evolving to the next step as well as theirs too. You both might be evolving together in certain things. You got this 9 of Wands. Is that the 9? You get to decide how fast or how slow that's going to go, but the Ace of Pentacles is waiting to come into your life. This person could bring a lot more happiness and joy into your life than you're currently experiencing. There's a change coming anyway. There's changes coming. And whoever this is, there's very, very... like, they care how you feel, is what I'm trying to get to. And they're very kind of like they try not to push it too far, but at the same time, I feel like they do kind of like, if you ask them questions, they will give you the answers. So it's kind of like, they do care how things go for you, though. They definitely do. They're trying to be smart about it. They don't want to create damage, but they also don't want to leave you there as a sitting duck. So if there's things they think you need to know, they'll keep trying to edge it forward, thinking you need to know it for your own happiness, your own safety. But they'll try not to break the situation. They're careful with how they talk to you. You get more consideration maybe than most people because of how much they care about you, just to be fair. Whatever's coming into your life, whatever changes are happening, this energy is an ally, and it definitely wants things to go better for you. More information is going to come slowly but surely over time. The more you let this energy into your life, I do feel like it's not always going to be fun, but it will continue to improve. Not just your connection with this person, but things in your life may keep improving, and I feel like that goes back and forth. You're also bringing more improvement to their life. Having you in their life, it's kind of like one more person that they believe I can trust and I can actually, be comfortable around, and I don't have to worry about crazy things, whatever that means. It doesn't have to mean you're hanging out every day, every moment. Could be something where, like, for example, now if you see this person once a month, once a season, it could be, instead of once a month, maybe once a week. Instead of once a season, maybe once or twice a month, something like that. Seeing them more than you're used to is what I'm also getting. But they definitely have your back. They want you to have the information that actually helps you, and they're trying to bring more value in. They want you to have good things. This is somebody who genuinely cares and wants better things for you. And if this reading is hitting, they should be kind of respectful, kind of like, you have your way of absorbing and dealing with things, and they should be kind of respectful, like, not to throw things on you or not be very pushy with it, just kind of like, here, I think you should look at this, and have the respect to step back and let you look at it in your own timing. I think the overall, too, is kind of like, just because this person's bringing you information, there's some of it they're just going to push forward anyway. I don't think it's that bad. But if you're starting to go, oh, this is getting a little uncomfortable, I don't like the subject now, and it may not be that person, it may be the actual subject they're talking about, switch the channel, do something else you enjoy with them, enjoy your time with them. It doesn't have to be work every time you see them. So I don't know if there's something I don't know what else I need to say about that. Like, if it gets to a point where, like, the conversation's like, oh, this is getting a bit much for me, I want to do something different, start doing something different. I feel like that's rational. Like, if you're having a conversation, it's like, oh, we're talking about somebody I don't want to talk about. I bake a cake, go for a walk, I don't know, paint something, I don't know, do something, do home improvements, I don't know, do something else with them, change their focus, and they'll step away from that conversation, and you can still enjoy time with them. That's the point. I think you got it. I'm going to shut it down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.